I thought you was gonna take Mr. McKnight up on his offer and sit down face to face with him.
I've reached out.
And then the other nigga that shot at you, you negated him. You know, he started to post shit, yo, Marc.
I can't respond to everybody that has.
That's the angle you take. You taking the angle of I can't respond to everything?
Flip, if this, like I said to my man, I said this the other day, I would debate Homeboy too. I would engage Homeboy too.
There we go, okay.
But I'm not going to engage him about something stupid. Like, okay, I'm not debating that because the stakes are too low. You know what I mean? And it's not about him or his platform. I respect his platform. I respect people who respect him. But we ain't got shit to talk about. And if we do have something to talk about, then we can have that conversation. But
oh man, I can get my thoughts straight off the scale while listening to the podcast, which is why I am going to adore recording. This verse by Anton Daniel struck me. The days of Marc Lamont Hill were finished. I tossed my white flag in. I honestly, just doing my white flag yesterday, I made contact with this. This nigga is talking about you in a dirty way. I don't want y'all to have a sit down on my platform. I'm not going to be the moderator. I told him I don't want any part of this. You have to fire at this. And Marc said the exact thing he just said. No, he's in essence beneath me. I don't disrespect him. I'm not disrespecting his platform. I simply don't want any parts. I'm getting ahead of myself, guys, but I want Flip to come and get started. There is a big dispute between Flip and Marc. It is a real thing. It's not COE. Flip is staring at Marc as though he has finished replacing him and is unsure of how to react. And Marc is going to shoot at Flip every opportunity he gets because this beef started far in the past. However, in this specific case, it began today when I can't even claim that Marc initiated it. Flip decides to prank Marc because Joe was in on the jokes. Flip decided to harass this, and Marc, being Marc, is when the wittiness comes in. Hey Flip, are you saying I'm full of it? Oh, okay, bet. Tuesdays and Fridays are the same to me, but you wouldn't know because you don't get the opportunity to show up and flip. After all, I'm trying to be on your side. I didn't produce a video about you yourself saying you were going to be on that episode on Friday, whether it was on the Patreon or the main pod. You were on neither. Marc is calling back to that. So it's funny that they're utilizing things that are happening outside of the pod to shoot at each other on the pod. Guys, what's happening? This is absurd. Nevertheless, let's return to this. Anton Daniel, I tried to do this. I initiated it. I went out to both of these. Anton is still prepared to argue with Marc. He's still prepared. But I told Marc I don't want any part of this. I thought Marc was done with it too. He said what he needed to say on Spaces. Shout out to Danny and the shop and all of them over there. He spoke what he had to say over there. I thought it was over and done with. But now Flip comes over here like, no, you must not have heard Anton's statement to you. Anton put out receipts. But as far as those receipts are concerned, I get it. You all contacted the page. Although Brian had his receipts, he failed to contact Joe, who runs the page. Brian McKnight knows this. Marc referred to Brian's fan page, which I'm sure he has. In any case, I believed it was finished. This beef has nothing to do with you, but Flip is over here trying to dredge it up because he wants to see you lose. In Flip's mind, and in the minds of a lot of others, especially if you go on Anton's page, in his mind, he feels you're going to lose. He thinks Anton is going to whoop your whole ass. Flip is considering this, and the reason he wants to see this is because it will take you down a peg. In Joe's eyes, Flip is still fighting for the top spot. Flip is treating this penalty as if it weren't a punishment. I was just telling my pops when I was over with my family at Thanksgiving. My son's mother just refutes whatever I say to him, so my attempts to discipline him are ineffective. She responds, "You can't go hoop there. Go hoop somewhere else." Like, what you mean? He is completely incapable of hooping. Junior gets away with it while his mother and I argue instead of me punishing him. Flip or Junior is viewing this in the same way as a child. Yes, I'm in trouble in your eyes, but not in my master's.
Flip is not viewing this as a form of punishment. He's going to continue to say, I get paid the same. How is this a punishment when I get to accomplish more on my own? Marc will attack Flip whenever he gets the chance because of Flip's intense animosity against him. Every single chance he gets. I just spoke on this yesterday, guys. Marc is in COE mode. This is what I've been saying for months. Flip was replaced by Marc. His antics are similar to those of Flip, but they are not perceived in the same way since we view Marc differently than we do Flip. Lord, oh Lord, the people, this beef is serious. And now for the most speculative part of the entire video. It would not surprise me if Marc called for Flip not to be there. For the longest time, Marc has most likely been attempting to get rid of Flip. This Mona event and the fact that Marc was in the center of that too held all the cards in Marc's hand. I think Flip is a loose cannon. Flip is a saboteur, in my opinion. He does not act in the same way as us. He's not a part of the team. And if you hear that enough times from everybody up there, we already have Mel giving Joe ultimatums. Mona has already appeared on the show and is staring at Flip sideways. Ice and they are trying their best to be neutral variables. They're not trying to do anything bad. So they're not saying, you are already aware of Park's feelings for Flip. Marc was the cherry on top. Joe, something has to happen. I find this to be acting too aggressively. He is unaware of the cue. This is nuts, guys. You guys are free to believe that this is COE. You may believe that this is simply them cutting it up in front of the cameras, but every time Flip enters the pod, he does two things. A, he tries to prove that he belongs there, and B, he fires at whoever he feels is shooting at him. And at this point, I'm not even discussing the audience. I'm talking about his co-host. He is perceiving all of you as foes. And Marc is saying, rightfully so, rightfully so. And I still don't think Marc's gonna sit down with Anton. I won't respond to this because I don't even want to. But take from that what you will. Damn, folks, this is absurd. Please let me know in the comments if I'm bothering you. As I mentioned to you all in December, this is my 4th quarter. I'm gonna have to show myself that I can produce material at any time, achieve the necessary number of views, and keep going. Trying to show everybody us tiny creators can eat out here too. YouTube is trying to push tiny creators. I done told y'all in the last video, they're not even showing the subscribers. You click on a video, they're not showing subscribers anymore. That used to be a turnoff for people like, damn, this only has such and such an amount of followers. I'm not watching this video. I understand why all these other producers are promoting it, and that's why the buzz points are so crucial. However, because you all already do it, I don't really need to remind you of it. I'm getting irritated now that you're hyping me up so much. Like the video if you like the video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the page. If you have, you already know how we are rocking. You already know what's going on over here. Yes, there's a video available on Patreon. Yes, the video is going to be free for the first 24 hours. Yes, you will need to pay me if you wish to watch anything beyond that. But I'll see you all shortly. Tranquilly.